Okay, right, so we're going to have a look at junctions today. We're going to have a look at turning, sort of like emerging from a junction, turning left, turning right, and we're going to look at going into junctions, like turning left into a road and turning right into a road. So we're going to start by turning left at the end of this road, just along here. So as you've been doing in the lessons so far, we've discussed it. We're just going to sort of make a wee video here just to show sort of the things that we've been going over. So if you're coming up to a junction like this and it's a give way, then the rules are that you're going to give way. So you're going to stop. If anybody's coming along this road, you're going to have to stop and let them sort of make their progress through the road. But if not, you're okay to go. Now, depending on what you can see as you approach the junction will depend on sort of what speed you can approach it, and kind of if you're like happy to sort of keep going. Most junctions in these housing estates, you've got sort of buildings like in this case, you've got houses sort of all the way up to it, and from here we agree we can't see the road sort of each side, so we wouldn't be able to make a decision from here. Where if you were coming down between two grassy fields, it might be from back here you could see and think, I'm good to go. For that reason, what gear do you think would be a suitable gear to get down into for sort of coming up to the junction?
It'd be first gear. First gear,
yeah. So you're looking to get down into first gear so that you could make an observation with it. For turning left, we'll be approaching, doing interior mirror, left door mirror, signalling left, bringing the speed down to a speed that's suitable to make that decision, down into first gear, and then when the curve starts to curve round, you're looking to stay with that, and go round with that. Obviously, if you're turning left, then your main concern is sort of traffic coming down the road, sort of from your right. But you could have traffic coming towards you. Now, hopefully, it won't be on the wrong side of the road. But sort of scenario, especially in a housing estate, that you could get is something like a parked car over here that's causing the traffic to go round, go round that and go past the sort of mouth of this junction on the other side of the road. You could also just get some maniac overtaking, and the last thing you want to do is pull out the junction, look into the right, and not check that way. So it's equally as important to look that way. So we'll go along, we'll give it a go, and we'll see how we get on. Okay? Okay, so we're going to come up to this junction and we're going to turn left. So the first thing you'll do, and that's it, and the mirrors and signal, you can see where the curve's beginning to curve, and you're looking to get down to what gear was it?
First.
Yeah, down to first gear, that's great. Following the curve round, that's great, and you're staying with that curve, and you're looking to your right and to your left. That's good. You happy?
Yeah.
Good, great, perfect. And you can see in this case there is a parked car there. So if you can imagine if somebody was coming past that, they would come past that junction on the wrong side of the road. So if you don't look left there, and pull out, there's a possibility that somebody could be straight in front of you.
Yeah.
So that's that. Right. Great. So that was really good. We're now going to look at turning right at this junction. Okay. So when we come along here, it's very similar for turning right. It's just obviously going a different way. Our positioning when we come up to the junction is slightly different. So, what mirrors will you check if you're going to be turning right on the approach? Can you remember?
It'd be interior and right.
Yes, that's right. And then our position, can you remember what position we're looking to get the car to when we sort of approach the junction?
It'll be close to the line.
That's right. So we want to be nice and flush with this line. That's going to make it very obvious to everyone what we're up to. It's also going to stop anybody coming up your right or anything getting into that position. And when you're turning right, obviously you've got to wait for both sides of the road to be clear. If the junction was wide enough, then it might be that people turning left could turn left while you're waiting. If you weren't neat enough to that line, then you would obstruct them, and that could turn into a problem. So to get nice and neat to this line, sort of a rough sort of guide to do that would be to get that white line in the bottom right corner of the windscreen. That'll get you nice and flush with it, but not hanging over it. And you're just going to come up to it, looking both ways, and if you're happy, off you go. And just the same as you did in that last one, we're going to be down into first gear for it and sort of making our decision. Now if we can't go for any reason, there's stuff coming up and down, if there's time, you're then just going to pop the handbrake on, just so that you're secured at the front of this junction, just in case somebody else comes up behind you, bangs into you or something. Hopefully that'll stop you getting sent out in front of whatever you're waiting for. Or if you were to make a mistake, bring your foot off the clutch or something, the handbrake should hold you in the junction. It's not going to stop you sort of firing out. So yeah, we'll go and give that a go. So along here we're going to turn right this time. So you're just going to start with brilliant, and then just as we discussed, you're getting yourself nice and neatly with that line. That's really good, and that's brilliant. You're dropping down to first there. It's good, and because you can't see, you're bringing the clutch sort of just to the biting point here, just so you can sort of edge here, and you're looking. That's good. That's great. Perfect. Well done. Brilliant. Really good. That was excellent.